Let me get the mic. Honey, I got something to say. Ooh, I like that. Can you turn that up for me? What's up? It's your girl, Maj, and we are back with another episode of Ask Maj, the podcast where I am spilling all the real tea. Now, I'm so excited because I have a special guest here with me today, Mr. Richard Cannon, who is the CEO of Booming Productions, his newest production company, and content creator, Richard Cannon, who goes by Cannon. Cannon, what's good? So glad to have you.
Thank you, Machi, for having me. I appreciate you. It's a joy to be here.
Good. Now, Cannon and I went to school, so we go way back. You know, I've been interviewing Aggies.
Aggie boy!
North Carolina A&T State University Aggies, that is. And, you know, when I was going through the interview list, you know, it was hard for me. Well, not hard for me to find people, but it was hard for me to find people that didn't go to A&T. And I mean, the network is just huge and, you know, Aggies just do. But anyway, I'm super excited to chat with you about your journey in editing and content creation and now hearing about this new production company. So let's jump right in. Now we throw around, you know, this word, this phrase, content creator. What is a content creator? What does that mean to you?
I mean, I feel like a content creator is just somebody who creates content. I know that's pretty basic, but that's really what it is. I think a lot of people want to categorize content creation as, you know, comedy or something more serious than what it is. But at the basis of content creation is just putting your thoughts out there in video form.
Got it. So would you say there's a goal to content creation, like, you know, monetization or?
That's subjective. I mean, it's up to each person. If you're asking me, I would like to monetize from it, but this is something I'm very passionate about at the same time. I think if you're just doing it for the money, you're going to give up way before you see the results. That's just real.
Yeah, that's good. You talked about a passion, right? So how did you find, you know, this passion for content creation? What made you, you know, really take that leap of faith, you know, to try it out?
Funny you asked, it's actually connected to A&T. So my freshman year, I was in the library doing some math work. I had 20 problems and I did the first 10 and I got tired and I was about to take a nap, and my cousin, he sent me a text message and it was a video of Eric Thomas's "You Gotta Want It" speech. No, not that you want it. You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe. That one. And after watching it, I was reinvigorated. I was like, oh man, I'm energized. So I finished 20 problems and I was like, man, if somebody's voice can affect me in this way, I wonder what my voice can do for somebody else. So that's how it all started. I started off as a motivational speaker on YouTube, and then I transitioned to comedy.
Okay, we got to get into that because I'm interested to hear what that was like for you. And shout out to Eric Thomas. If you don't know Eric Thomas, honey, Google him.
E.T. the hip hop pastor.
Okay, literally.
Preacher, I should say. Look at me messing it up.
He is everything. Now, you know, we started with Vine, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know all the video socials that we had, but we started with Vine, and then we got to IG Reels, TikTok came out. Which platform did you start on? You talked about YouTube. Did you start there?
Yeah, I started off on YouTube.
Okay.
I started off on YouTube, and this is before Vine. And when I started off, there was no influencer title. It was, what the hell are you doing making these videos? You know, what's your end goal here? And I had known about YouTubers who were making some good money making content at the time, but it's such a taboo thing at the time. So I knew the secret, but a lot of people didn't. And so I was like, yo, this is the lane I want to go down. And you know, then Vine and then it came, but yeah.
Yeah. So when you think about now and how, you know, technology has rolled out all of these new video platforms, which one would you say is your favorite?
Oh, TikTok, hands down.
TikTok? Why?
TikTok, you're not being somebody that you're not on there. It's very authentic. And people are there to share their stories, where, you know, I've had situations I've had problems that I'm going through in life, and I feel like I'm the only person going through that situation. I get on TikTok and somebody says, man, I've gone through that same thing. And I feel like when you can have that that help, to get you through things. It's just very real and authentic on there. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Now, speaking of authenticity, right? Like a lot of your content is funny. So you said you started off as a motivational speaker, and now you're doing majority funny content. So where did that skill come from, or how did you discover the skill that you could, make people laugh?
Well, it's interesting. People just think I'm naturally funny when I'm not trying to be, and the difficulty with that was putting that on camera. That was the hardest thing, because I'm me just being who I am, people laugh. I don't know if I'm the butt of the joke or if I'm really funny, but regardless, I knew I was funny. Now, putting it on camera, I started off doing the motivational speaking stuff, and I showed it to my friends, and they said, "This is cool, but it's kind of boring." And man, that crushed my soul, crushed my heart. I said, "What you mean?" They said, "It's not you. I was trying to be Eric Thomas." And they said, "We're not getting Richard Cannon. You have a good message, but it's just boring. You got to add your own flavor to it." So then I started to add my personality into my motivational speeches. And then Instagram started doing 15-second clips. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to motivate somebody in 15 seconds. But maybe I can make them laugh in 15 seconds. So I just started doing skits, and that's how that came about.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, can you think about the very first video you ever created? Do you remember that?
The very first video I ever created?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it very well.
What was it? Tell us about that.
Well, the same cousin who had sent me the Eric Thomas video was the same cousin who got me into making videos, because he had got a MacBook, and on there was iMovie, and he made this video for his girlfriend at the time, and I was a hopeless romantic back then. So I was like, man, that is dope as hell. And I was like, how'd you do that? He was like, it's on iMovie. And I was just getting a Mac because I was on my way to A&T. And so I had a girlfriend at the time, and I was like, man, I want to do something special for her. So I did that exact same thing. Copy and paste, And that was the first video I ever made was for one of my ex-girlfriends.
Yeah. Now, was that something that you posted?
No.
Okay, so think about the first video that you ever created and then posted to some sort of social media.
Yeah, I remember that one too. That was at the beginning of 2012.
Okay, tell us about that.
That video was, again, me trying to be a motivational speaker. And it was about, what was that? I actually rewatched it the other day, and I was like, man, this is terrible. It was cringy to get through, but I was happy. I always thank my past self for getting through those rough periods, because without him going through that, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. So he took a chance. But the story that I told was, I had an A in this biology class, and if you got A before the final, you wouldn't have to take it, and it was just that journey to get there. So
yeah. Now, when you think about that first video that you created, right, and posted, what was going through your mind, when you were getting ready to press that post button and show this content, for the first time to the world?
I'm about to be famous.
Right.
I just knew that video was gonna get 1 million views. I was like, man, yeah, I'm about to make it. That's exactly what I thought. And it got like 600 views, so it didn't go nowhere. I was humbled quick, you know?
Right. Now, again, thinking about that video, right, and the videos that you create now, and you mentioned that it was kind of cringy to watch and to get through. What would you say is differently? Like, what have you done differently? What have you seen has changed from that first video to now?
I mean, the production of it, 1,000%. The pacing, the comedic beats, the coloring of it. There's a lot of details that I put into it now. that I didn't know went into it when I first started. So, I mean, this all comes with trial and error and consistency. That's really what it boils down to.
Yeah, yeah. Now, going back to what you mentioned about TikTok, right, and sharing like authentic stories, what inspires your content now? Like, where do you get your inspiration?
Things I go on through, things that happen in my life. That's where I draw it from. Or things that happen in my friends' lives, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta make that a video. I do that quite often. And when you're in this video content creation world, you're working 24 hours. You're thinking about it when you sleep. You're thinking about it during every conversation. You know, right now, this could be a video. I just got to conceptualize it and figure out the funny in it and then bring it out, you know? But yeah, you're always thinking about the next concept. And yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now, you know, I hear a lot of times, especially when I'm talking to women, you know, who are in media, radio, you know, talk show host, you know, a lot of times their advice is like, keep going, even when, you know, like no one is clapping or you feel like no one is watching. You know, and I hear that from a lot of, you know, influencers, artists, media folks. Do you feel like that? Like, do you ever feel like your work doesn't get the recognition that it deserves?
All the time.
Yeah. So explain that. Explain that before I ask my next question. What does that feel like?
Well, it feels terrible to not get the recognition you deserve, because you're putting in. It depends on the video, but one video I did that's on the top of my head right now is I put in about 4 hours of shooting. And then I immediately went into editing, and it took me about 7 hours to edit. It was a fighting episode that I did with my mama during Christmas time. And you know, she's 60 years old now, so it's not easy for her to move like I can. And I put a lot into it. And these videos have been doing very well. Like, they were getting millions of views on TikTok. And then, you know, I posted this one, and I got played by TikTok on this one because they they basically took the video down or reduced the viewership of it. And that stuff hurts. It hurts because you put so much effort into it, and then to not get the return out of it is like, well, what did I do it for?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So when you think about, you know, like all the hours that you do put into, you know, shooting and editing, and all that good stuff, and you feel you don't get, you know, the recognition that you deserve, what makes you keep going?
What else I'm gonna do? Straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I signed up for.
Yeah.
One day you can get, and this has happened to me many times, I'll get 1 million views on a video, and the next video will get like 3,000, 5,000. And you're like, damn, I was the man yesterday.
Right. You was famous yesterday.
I was famous yesterday. Now nobody cares, you know?
Right.
Yeah, no, that stuff is tragic. But I mean, this is what I signed up for. If you're gonna go down this road, it's gonna be a lot of that.
Yeah.
And what I had to learn that smooth things out for me is that dope sells itself. And if everybody thinks that their content is dope, then, you know, everybody can't go viral. So you got to be, okay, you got to just take it on the chin and come back harder next day.
Yeah. Now, speaking of viral, I saw one of your videos on BET's social,
Amen.
Instagram. Amen. You know, so when you see your video, you know, when we talk about going viral and feeling, I guess, famous, what do those moments mean for you? You know, when those major media platforms, you know, repost your stuff, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot for the first 15 minutes. First 15, 20 minutes, everybody's showing you love. Oh, Cannon made it. Yo, my boy Cannon. You know, people he haven't talked to since high school, man. Boy, you know. When I made it in the Shade Room, that was like a big accomplishment for me, because I was like, I had been sending them my videos and they would just like it or they ignore it. And then this one, when they accepted it, I was like, wow, I'm on the Shade Room. That's crazy. And then because it doesn't really change your immediate situation, that's when the high comes down, because you're like, okay, congratulations, boom, boom, boom. But am I making any money from this? No. Yeah, I got some recognition, but am I at my following goal?
Yeah.
No. Okay, cool. This is a good stepping stone, but it's nothing to live on too long. Like I try to say to myself and whoever to never get too high on your highs and never too low on your lows. You gotta stay balanced.
I love that. Never too high on your highs, never too low on your lows.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you brought up Booming Productions,
Yep.
which is your production company. Tell me what that is. What is your production company? What services do you offer through your production company?
Well, right now it's getting off the ground. It just got established last year. So what I want to do, the idea with this production company is to teach people as passionate as I am about content creation online, how to do it and how to monetize from it. So I'm setting the foundation right now with my stuff. And then once I get established, once I get to a nice place in my career, then I would like to bring on, people like a pyramid scheme. That sounds so bad to say, but I want to bring people on, and then they bring people on. And it's just like you see the best content from my production company.
Yeah.
Or for social media, because I'm strictly social media. I'm not out here trying to be an actor. It'd be cool if I got a role or two, but I'm going for those people because I didn't say I want to be a Denzel Washington. I knew I wanted to be back in the day a YouTube star. Well, right now a TikTok star, I guess you could say. But I want to do it for those people because I feel like social media is the future. It's not going anywhere. And my production company, I feel like I can get those dedicated people who may not get the most eyes on them a platform to do so.
Yeah. Now, is one of your goals, getting into mainstream TV and movies with your production company? Is that something that you would want to pursue?
Right now, it's strictly social media.
Okay.
I haven't thought too long down the road. When I first started this LA journey, I've been out here for almost 5 years now. One of the goals was to be a director. And I still like doing that, but I don't see why I can't direct on social media when that is what people are going to. I mean, that's probably the first thing that people check when they get up in the morning, the last thing they check when they go to sleep. So what's the difference between me directing on social media versus on a movie? It's subjective. It's all preference.
Right.
Yeah, it's a bigger budget that you're playing with, but who says the budgets won't go up with social media platforms, which I strongly believe they are, because that's TV, man. Everybody knows a viral video. If you go out tomorrow and you say, "Hey, you seen that one?" Like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Or what's the back it up. Everybody's seen that TikTok. So I mean, but that again, that's in the palm of your hand. That's not what Everybody ain't got time to sit down and watch snowfall, but you can watch 30 seconds a minute.
That's true. Now, was this always in the cards for you, like starting your own production company, or was this something that kind of came along later? Like, what inspired this?
The production company came along later. I had a good roommate of mine who I roomed with for 3 years, Emmanuel Johnson. He actually went to A&T, and he was somebody who drove me in that direction and said, "Hey, man, this is bigger than you." Right? You can be the foundation, but you can also bring people up with you who are trying to do the same thing. So that's really where the idea came from. And yeah, I'm just really big on social media. That's why this is a social media production company rather than, television or movies.
Yeah. Now tell me, what would you say is the highlight? What has been the highlight of your, I guess, journey or career or experience in content creation thus far? What has been the highlight for you?
Maji, that's a tough one. There's been a lot of highlights. A lot. I think, like I said, the Shade Room was really cool.
Yeah.
And I remember during the pandemic, I got reposted on Anthony Anderson's page and Snoop Dogg's page for a video I did. Mm-hmm. And that's when I really thought, I was like, oh man, I had a moment where I sat outside by myself and I was like, damn, I think I made it. That wasn't it. I didn't make it there. Again, that's what I'm saying. You can't get too high on your highs and low on your lows because it's like there and you think this is your moment.
Yeah.
But it's not. You just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. Now, what would you say is your ultimate goal, right? When you think about content creation, your own content creation, teaching other content creators, your new, production company, what is your ultimate goal? What's your dream job?
This is my dream job.
Okay.
This is it. Like I said, when I first started social media or, creating content on YouTube, it was to be a YouTube star. It was never to be an actor. I may have told people that to, get through conversations, because people don't just want to see, oh, you want to be a YouTube star. Yeah, that's I was told it was a pipe dream. But here I am today, maybe not on YouTube is that much, but I got 530,000 followers on TikTok. I'm on my way. The immediate goal with TikTok is to get to 1 million followers. I think that'll be pretty cool. But as long as I'm making a living, creating what I love, man, that's success to me.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. This is your dream job. There was something I was getting ready to ask you. We were talking about ultimate goals, dream jobs. Any advice for, content creators who are, just getting ready to start off, who may be feeling discouraged about, their content, not getting the recognition? What advice do you have for those people?
Believe in your creativity and stay consistent. This is a big pie. It's not 8 slices like a pizza. It's multiple slices that you can eat off of, and just believe in yourself and go after it. There's enough for everybody to eat.
Yeah. I love that. Now, Cannon, tell us where we can find you, where we can follow your content, socials, all that good stuff.
Well, on Instagram, you can find me at The Cannon Goes Boom. And on TikTok, you can find me at The Cannon Goes Boom 3, because somebody took The Cannon Goes Boom. And, that's just what it is.
That's it. Any sites, any websites we need to follow, anything else?
I need to work on the website. The website is on the way.
Okay, right? Website coming soon.
Yeah, website coming soon. But yeah, that's pretty much how you can reach me right now. And try to reach out to me now before I'm a big shot.
Oh yeah, try to get him now before he get famous. I know that's right. I know that's right. Well, Cannon, thank you so much. This has been awesome. I'm excited to follow your journey and see where you're going and see, when you make it famous. Because I'll be like, oh, I went to school with him.
Hey, talk about Miss A&T over here. Man, this is an accomplishment for me.
Whatever, cut it out.
This is one of my biggest successes. Miss A&T.
You need to cut it out.
Is interviewing me? I mean, I done did something now.
You need to cut it out.
I done did something.
Cannon, I'm going to be following you. I can't wait till you make it because I know it's coming. It's right around the corner. I know it's coming.
Man, me too. I can't wait for me to make it.
Right. I'm just glad I got you before you got there. And then I got to go through your assistant and
all
the extra stuff. That becomes too much for me. So.
Typically, you would have to go through my assistant, but I gave it a week off, so you're good.
Oh, gave her the week off. Okay, great. So I came at the perfect time. That works.
Back next week, and then you have to go
back. Okay, good. So I came at the perfect time. Yes.
Yeah.
Cannon, thank you again for dropping all the gems and sharing with us your experience. This has been awesome. And to all of our listeners, thank you for, clocking in with us, tuning in with us. Thanks for listening to Ask Masha podcast, and we will catch you on the next episode.
I appreciate it, Masha. Thanks for having me.
All right, Cannon. Talk to you soon.
Peace.
Bye.